Before I start this video, shoutouts go to Mr. Rage, Retro 2 Modern Gaming, Just Nintendo, and Awesome Gamer 23. Other than that, enjoy the video. Hey folks, it's me, M64 Bros, and yes, like I've mentioned in my previous videos, I did take the $70 needle shot purchase and I got Suicide Squad, so you guys wouldn't have to. Now, yes, I have made a couple of videos about the game before, but however, I need to actually play the game in order to experience it from my point of view. However, I did get Sega Mega Drive Classics as the Lollipop after the Needle Shot, and I've been enjoying that collection more than the Suicide Squad game itself. However, that is a collection and a topic I will be explaining at a later date, so stay tuned. While I was playing the game, there are some stuff I did like about the game, especially the gun gameplay. However, the game itself, it's shit! My videos about the game still stand, along with the other negative reviews about the game as well. While I enjoyed some parts of the game that only captured my interest, I will still agree that the game itself has some problems and there needs to be some improvements. Although, I'm quite surprised they haven't given up on this game yet. While we're talking about the game on this part, we will be talking about the whole behind-the-scenes drama and what's been happening behind the scenes of Rocksteady Games and the Suicide Squad, because the backstory and behind-the-scenes about it is really interesting to cover, and one of my friends / fans, Zaid Baker, told me about it. This full video will be split into two parts. This first part is going to be my experience so far, and then the second part will be a big conclusion to what I personally think of the game once I beat it. Other than that, enjoy the video. Let's go over the positives before I go over the negatives. The lighting effects on the characters are actually really good, and the graphics are really impressive. I love how Metropolis looks and how the lighting effects hit the characters with the bar and the pool, and everything about the character designs, the facial animations, they look really good. Metropolis is nicely detailed, and I love how there's some Easter eggs if you're a fan of the lore, and honestly, the whole graphics and the art of this game is really good. The gun gameplay is also fun as well. I can see the Mimic and the Arkham counter feel. Of course, there's the counter shots, and so far there's a lot of interesting crafting that is very confusing. It's just really confusing. I don't even know how crafting works in Suicide Squad because I'm not usually a pro gun person. But honestly, it's really interesting and cool. The game's open world also has a day and night cycle, and sometimes it will rain, sometimes it will be sunny, nighttime, and you know how it goes. You can switch between Deadshot, King Shark, Boomerang, Harley Quinn, and customize their looks, although I'm not getting any DLC outfits. And I do love how the hub looks, basically the Hall of Justice where you get to look around, talk to people, along with checking your email as well, considering the fact that you get nothing. Here's the email part, and you get nothing. Literally nothing, unfortunately. Unless if it's for multiplayer mode, then I don't know. However, this does leave me to one thing as well. If there's any fans out there that has this game, I would really want to try out multiplayer with them. To do a separated multiplayer part in the middle between my Suicide Squad review. If you guys can. Alright, that's about it. It's time to cry. Say that you ran out of power and you lost your internet connection. However, you thankfully have a backup generator for your PlayStation 5 thankfully, so you can still play games offline. Then you switch to Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League, hoping and praying it will be offline. And we're about to find out if it's actually offlineable. Cross your fingers.
Option, but exporting confirm error retrieving you will no network connection. Reading and accepting legal notice is required to proceed. Please check your connection. Do you want to try to retrieve it? You again. Press reporting confirm. Press Press warning con. Press rights. Warning. Press rights. Stick up. Warning confirm. Error retrieving the will or no network connection. Reading and accepting the legal. Notice is required to proceed. Please check your connection. Do you want to try to retrieve? Press right stick up down to scroll. Or press right stick up down. Warning confirm. Error retrieving
The following is 100% real. This is unedited. This is actually official. Alright, let's see if Spider-Man 2 is actually offlineable. Yep. You can play this game offline. This right here is the most shittiest thing I've ever witnessed. I would rather play all of my single-player adventure games offline without an internet connection than having an online live service game where developers get to take out the game or shut it down if they want to. This right here is the bigger problem. However, they did promise they would give us an offline mode, but I want that mode now. Well, respectfully, sooner than later. But still, this is complete bullshit. Especially for a game that's $70 and should have been for free, or $10 or $40 during its time. Of course, we've all seen what the story looks like as we've seen spoilers on YouTube, but as I was seeing some of the tiny story parts myself, it felt a little off and weird. Yeah, for those that were with me on the live stream and saw the confused look on my face, you know something was completely wrong. But yeah, it's really hard for me to explain, but there's something wrong, or something's a little off with the young Poison Ivy's writing and behind the scenes stuff. I can somehow see some suspicious stuff behind the scenes. Speaking of which, we're now going into the behind the scenes of the game development. So let's go. According to Batman Arkham Videos, who just uploaded a video about what happened with Suicide Squad and what's next for Rocksteady, which was launched 1 month ago, stating that according to the article, Suicide Squad faced a challenged development cycle marked by delays and shifting visions. In 2015, after Arkham Knight, from my point of view, and I'm assuming, Rocksteady founder Stefan Hill and Jamie Walker wanted to do something different and began developing an original multiplayer puzzle-solving game codenamed Stones. However, during 2016, Suicide Squad game that was originally going to be developed by WB Games Montreal was handed over to Rocksteady, and Stefan Hill thought it would be a better opportunity and they were going to release the game by 2019 or 2020. The studio expanded from 116 to over 250 developers, facing internal conflicts due to Stefan's evolving ideas, including scrapping large parts of the script, which led to numerous delays. The leader's visions shift repeatedly, notably changing the core gameplay from melee combat to gun gameplay. This did leave staff members of Rocksteady confused and puzzled. Captain Boomerang, known for using his weapon, would switch to using guns, and I've heard that confused a lot of developers. I've also heard that Stefan Hill wanted to use weaponized vehicles for free roaming, but decided to scrap it due to traversal systems, like the way the characters fly around the city. The game's story was basically inspired and, data minered inspiration from Infinity War and Endgame. And this is the problem I have right here. DC can't just keep copying Marvel all the time. It just makes their vision and creativity look a whole lot worse. I'd rather let them create something original. And of course, we heard the game failed to meet expectations, resulting in a $200 million loss for WB in Q1. After completing their main work on Suicide Squad, Stefan Hill and Jamie left Rocksteady in 2020 to start a new studio called 100 Star Games, which is not associated with WB or its franchise. While I was reading some comments about that information, I did hear it had a little bit of an effect on the developers. Like, you can't just jump a ship while developing a game, leaving your team to do the rest of the work. You have to stay there to help your team out with the game, and I just find that completely wrong of Stephen Hill to do. Stephen Hill, from my point of view, doesn't actually look like a terrible person. From my point of view, he is really honest, and honestly, I think he deserves a lot of respect. I'm not gonna put the blame on him, but I'm still pointing the blame at David for making the decision to make the game live service. However, I'm still giving Stephen Hill some respect. So yeah, just like the title of this video says, and like I've mentioned, I've tried Suicide Squad so you guys wouldn't have to. If you guys want a better alternative live service game, Fortnite is your option, since the game is for free and you basically know how Fortnite goes. Or even Roblox. Or if you want an actual proper AAA game, AAA game, sorry, that you can play offline with or without an internet connection, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is an option as well. The game is also open world, and there's a ton of cool suits that you can easily unlock for free without getting microtransactions or battle passes, and they're just really like a whole lot better. Or alternatively, you can play Batman Arkham Knight. Considering the fact the game aged fine like wine and its graphics are way cooler. And of course, all the skins are directly unlocked for you unless if you want to get the DLC, and they all look so beautiful. And yeah. Or you guys could play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which also has its own email as well, surprisingly, and I really love how nicely detailed it is, and it's just really cool. Or Sonic Frontiers if you want an actual game with a day and night cycle, with rain cycle as well. I'm planning on getting this game from my PS5 when I get the chance, and I'm planning on live streaming it. But yeah, avoid Suicide Squad and play a better game. You deserve better. So by the end of the day, if you guys still enjoyed this game, do not worry, this video won't ruin your enjoyment. I still enjoy the game sometimes, but please don't defend it, because you deserve a lot better and respect. I still have to complete the game though, so I'm not out of the woods yet. By the end of the day, I really hope the game gets some improvements. However, I highly doubt it, but I believe there's always hope. Doubt it as well, but still. Other than that, hope you guys liked this video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So peace out.